Let's see.
Lucky 56.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's got room. A big play there out of Geis. 47 yards. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Watch him now, Barney!
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
22!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go with a keeper.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
21. 11.
This time, Ryan will throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check it out.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he'll will take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Here's Thompson to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And able to work his way down to the 16. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Myers able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Myers able to knock it through. So So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And now running right through it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Coleman on the toss. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Third down, here's Geis. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Muscles by it, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.